gonna make ourselves a Bimbo today. I'm excited, mainly because like Bimbo is my go-to aesthetic these days. And people tend to love it, so yeah. So as per usual, we're going to hide the eyebrow first. Of course, we're going to do that with Prosate. And just put it on the eyebrow. This just comb it up. And the rest of it just, for me, diagonally works best. Sort of, if it doesn't dry as fast as it does now. And before it's really dry, we're just gonna flat it out properly. Gonna go in and add a second layer. So now both brows are dry, so now we're going to cover the brows. The Bimbo vibes are real in this one. And we're going to do it a bit differently this time. We're first going to powder them with a brownish powder. Which has kind of a yellowish undertone. And as you can see, like it's already like very much covering. We're gonna push that in a little bit more with a beauty blender. I picked this technique up, like I tried it yesterday, and it worked quite well. So I've decided to just refine it and show it to you. Now, going in with orange and just pat it over the brow. We're gonna push that in as well with a beauty blender. We'll take some translucent powder and cover everything up with quite a generous amount of it. And now we just let it sit for a couple of minutes. And while this is baking, we're going to cover the beard area with orange. And then with a beauty blender, just press it into the skin and just blend it out a bit. Take some translucent powder and just press it into everything you just made orange. So now that there's powder everywhere, we're just gently going to brush it all off again. So now that the powder is off, we're going in with a concealer to basically finish the job and really properly hide them. Now take a beauty blender and just really press that into the skin. And if one layer isn't enough, you can always apply some powder over it and do a second layer as well. And conveniently, while you wait, just do the other side. So the other side is done, and now we're going to remove the powder from this side. So now wait a couple of minutes, and in the meantime you can cover your beard area with a thicker foundation. This time, because I'm going for extra glowy, I'm going to add a couple of drops of liquid highlighter. As you might have heard, that's a bit more of a liquid highlight. But we're going for it. Just cover your beard area with the thick and mixed foundation. And just with excess, just apply it as high up to your face as you can. Now don't forget, you still have an eyebrow that you're baking. And I think it's ready to be unpowdered, so just get it off. Now with a liquid foundation, I'm going to do my forehead. And I use a liquid foundation for my forehead because I have these wrinkles that always somehow get through my makeup. And I know I have like a super thick makeup and these wrinkles are very, not very deep, but they're there. And well, a liquid makeup, or at least this one, is less revealing of those wrinkles. And just apply some over the rest of your face as well. I mean, you can't see it on the camera, but they're already like there. I can see them right now, these damn wrinkles. And now with a damp beauty blender, just blend the makeup in your skin. And now get hyped, because we are going to highlight and contour. And I'm just, oof, like I love highlighting and contouring, but for like turning into a bimbo, it's just, oof, I just love it. First, we'll take the darkest contour color that we have. For me, it's quite dark. And just start at the hairline. And I kind of want to have a smaller forehead when I do a bimbo look. I don't know why, I just like it that way. Because maybe I'm born this way with like, you know, I think you can see my forehead from space. When you like highlight it properly, it could be a beacon of humanity. Ooh. Might be a bit overkill. Oh well, we'll fix that. And do it under the cheekbone. And the other side as well. Now that actually looks good. I thought this would be a real botch job, but it isn't. Haha. And just now do the underneath of your eyes as well. So we're also going to try something with the clown white. So stick, no, I'm not like that. We are going to mix it with the highlighter, with the liquid highlighter, and see what that does. Might go wrong, and it might not, but I will post this. So if it's a bot job, I'll just, yeah, we're going to find it out together. And if I screw it up, well, good for this clickbait. I legit have no idea how to clickbait. Like, I know that people do it, but why would I? I mean, first off, I'm making a makeup tutorial, sort of myself, turning myself into a bimbo. Like, that doesn't need any clickbait, it's just, yeah, I think people will click on that naturally. I'm just going to add a bit more contour on this side of the face. And this side. You really can notice that I'm getting more comfortable sitting in front of a camera instead of like behind. Because I'm getting talkative as all hell, so that's a good thing, I guess. Yes. Now, we're just going to take you, a bit of this, and just a little bit of liquid highlighter. Ooh, that's just a baby thing, I love it. I'm just gonna give you a quick, can't believe that this face like will be in pink. And will be looking like a bimbo in like, I don't know, 2 hours IRL. Or, I mean, if I keep rambling like this, like 2 hours on the YouTube video as well, but probably like, I don't know, 10 minutes from now. Because I sure do, because I've done this before, believe it or not. This really is turning into a one-man monologue talk show. I'm living for this. Now, blending, brushes. I'm using the dark one for the contour and the light one to blend the light parts. And we're starting with the contour. And just first I'm blending it into my hairline and just slightly tap it on like the edge between the highlighted and the darker parts. Oh, this is going to be one killer look. if I do say so myself. And same goes for, well, pretty much the rest of the face. Now, the other one, and just blend the lighter parts. And also keep in mind that just you start in the middle of your highlighted parts, because if you happen to cock it up and you get like a bit of contour, liquid contour on your brush, you'd either have to clean that brush or you'll get like brown all over your face, and we don't want that. So just a top tip from me. Just do the same with the edges of the highlighted part and just gently tap that transitional area. I'll probably hate myself when I'm editing this, and me from the future will say, yes, I hate myself. I can see it happening like between now and like 2 months, if I still do this, that the chaotic energy will be just here. Like the chaotic energy now already is like very much apparent, but then it'll be like explosions and like titties flying and whatever. But yeah, this will be just wow. One big educational dumpster fire. Ooh, yes, bitch. Right, now moving on. The nose. With 2 brushes again, but smaller. You take one for the contour and one for the highlight, and start with the contour and just gently tap it. Just gently tap it. And if it's not working, then tap it less gently. Now, you've blended it all, and just give it once over with a beauty blender, just to really press it into your skin and make sure everything is properly blended. And I am going to scream about this. Like if we know each other personally, and I know people watch these videos, I sometimes shout about like yourself or about you, because I'm basically like everyone's biggest fan, or at least I try to. And it's not that I'm faking it, I'm legitimately excited when I text someone or like comment on your pictures or whatever. Like I'm legitimately excited about what you've made. But now this kind of applies to myself, like I'm my own personal one-man cheer squad right now, because I'm feeling this. Now, baking. You are going to take a bit of translucent powder or baking powder, or whatever, and just apply a gentle coat to your face, to the highlighted parts of your face. I'm an idiot, or at least kinda. This is going to bake now, but first we're going to try this. We're going to take our clown white and just scoop up a bit and put it on our hands. And just like, I've never done this before, so I don't know what's going to happen when we mix a bit of Born to Glow with the clown white, but well, we're about to find out. I think it actually might work. So the clown white is just going to go underneath your eyes. I'm legitimately like, holy shit, this is actually like working out. Oh boy. It's actually working. Like, ooh. Now, blending. Where is my beauty blender? There we are. Just dab it in. Blend it. So it won't necessarily fit the theme, but one, I'll make it work, and two, it's my makeup, so who cares? And as long as I am shouting, and at least one other person is like, oh damn, I'm excited now. We found something new. I'm probably not the first one that did this, or at least tried it. But I'm excited. Right, so now the rest of my face, we're going to bake again. So just apply a generous amount of translucent powder to your highlighted parts, and like the baking really like takes away the shine, I'll just do it again, but then I'm not going to bake. Voila! Now let this bake for 10 minutes, and we'll be right back. So next we're going to apply the blush, and we're going to use a very pink blush. Like, it's super pigmented and I love it. It's from Beauty Bay, and like normally I would just put a lower third somewhere here, but this just deserves something, but because I love it. Like, it's so pigmented. Like, look at it. So because it's so pigmented, you really have to be careful to blend it really, really gently, because otherwise it will be all over your face in no time. So we're just going to lightly blend it and just really gently tap it, and like so. Now we are going in with a like a more dark skin tone kind of blush, and just place it right underneath the bright pink one. For highlighter, we just take a powder highlighter and place it on the top of the cheekbones and on the nose. And on the tip of the nose. And some here as well. What we do first is we draw from give or take the middle of our actual eyebrow, just towards, in a sort of straight line, towards the outer edge of where your eyebrow is, your actual eyebrow, and then just bend it downwards. Like almost to, well, it might be a bit overarched, but we'll fix it. So I fixed it. It's not as long now. Luckily, we have 2 eyebrows to do. So the same goes for the other side. So just start and give or take the middle. Go up towards the outer edge of your actual eyebrow and just suddenly drop it down. And follow the upper parts and just suddenly drop it down. I don't know why, but always when I do my eyebrows, one is like oof, and the other one is just like not going to cooperate. Now I'm going to, because I like a subtle like transition, I just like 2 colors in my eyebrows. So I do the darkest color that I want on the outside towards the point, and then give or take to the middle. If you look where you want to actually have like the transition, you can put something like a brush like straight towards your eyebrow, passing your the middle of your eye, and then there is a good point to start the transition, or to have the middle of the transition. So as you see, it's kind of sort of lined up. If I properly fill it out, there we go. And then just go in with a lighter color and blend it all out. Just put it on there. And with this color, it doesn't really make much difference. I might just go in with a black to really emphasize it. And just for the extra sparkle, we're going to add some highlighter just underneath it. Just because we can. Perfect. So now that I actually have eyebrows, we're going to continue to the eyes. For the eyes, we're going to make sort of a pink nude-ish. And I have no idea how I'm going to do that. But yeah, let's go. Because I want quite a sharp eyeshadow this time, we're going to pick just a regular piece of toilet paper, fold it in half, and then kind of place it alongside our lower lash line, and then towards the edge or the point of our new eyebrow, so that it really gets quite a sharp edge. So take this, close the eyes, just dab it on there. You can use a piece of tape or whatever as well, as long as it's not the real sticky tape, because you'll pull your makeup off. But a tape that kind of sticks lightly to your face, that'll work quite well. You'll just have to kind of get used to holding it onto your face with one hand and then just applying the makeup. But it really works. It's really something. It works great. With another brush, and let's see, what are we going for? It's kind of a shimmery copper. Just gonna place that from the middle of your eyelid and blend it kind of upwards towards your crease and in it, apparently. And blend it with the dark color as well. Then we'll take a light pink. I don't know what's it called. It's a very light pink. Holy shit, it's light. And just apply it to the inner corner and also in your crease and blend it as well. I mean, if actually someone is following this tutorial, actually can follow what I'm doing, bless you. Also, if you post it on Instagram and tag me, I'll be holy shit, I'll shout you from every rooftop I can find. Not literally, but internet rooftop. Anyway, I've moved on to a really neon pink and I'm putting that on top of my crease and blending it upwards and into the dark part we just did. My oh my, we're trying all sorts of stuff and I'm liking a lot of it. Now for the under eyes, I'm actually just going against everything anyone makeup related says, and I'm not going to blend this, but I'm just going to apply a pink color because you can never have enough pink. I mean, let's be honest. Let's not kid ourselves here. As the young people say, we stand a pink look. I actually have no idea what young people say about pink or what young people say in general. Now that we're done with the darker pink, We're going to apply a lighter pink and the same one that we applied here, like in the inner corner of our lower lid. Now that our eyes are done, we are going to continue with the lips. So for the lower lip, I'd like to follow the edge of my own lip and gradually bring the line to the inside. And then I like to kind of extend it. So from the line and then a bit upwards to help it blend with the actual liquid lip liners. Now for the upper lip. There we go. Like as you see, the upper lip, the line is very strong and like in your face, but that will be fixed later. So now we're going in with a matte liquid lipstick, and the matte is because if it's shiny or a gloss one, it just won't work. Like the illusion doesn't work as well with a shiny one instead of a matte one. So we're going in with a dark one first. Gently put it there and blend it. And with this look, make sure you don't actually blend the darker ones or the darker lipstick towards your middle, because there will be putting like a way lighter lipstick. So now we're going in with a even darker matte lipstick, and we're going to apply that here on like kind of the place where we want to transition like the mid-tone dark lipstick with the light one. So and it really doesn't have to be like a lot. Next we're going to apply the light one in the middle, and you kind of have to go fast with it because these ones will dry up quickly. There we go. And just blend it all with a dabbing motion. And with the lower lip, we're going to do the same, but reverse. So we just, because we're going to try stuff. So we're first going to do the light and then the dark ones. So, and God, that's dark. Ooh. Okay. And again, just blend it all out. So if you really want to go wild, you can apply some of the clown white we just used for our highlight to like the middle of the lips to really give it some extra oomph. Just. Ooh. So lastly, to really finish the illusion, we are going to apply some powder highlighter to our new Cupid's bow, and just a bit up on the like higher parts. You'll see. Voila. And there we go. This is the finished look without any wigs or whatever. So I'm going to get dressed and get myself a nice Bimbo wig, and I'll show you the result later. So this is the final look. I'm very sure that you actually could follow this tutorial. I'm kind of proud of the end result. I'm really happy with it. So thank you for watching, I guess, and who knows, see you in the future.